everybody else on the road up the hill, he was going fast. Now, little did he know that his best mate was coming down the exact same way, at the exact same time, to do the exact same thing he was doing. And they hit head on in quite a speed. It sent him over the handlebars, face first, into his mate's motorbike. I've got kind of split images of waking up, of like people feeding me when I'd just woken up because I was incapacitated to do that. And then, so when my memory first started to come back, a month after my accident went on.
Got anything to say to Grandma and Grandpa and Nanny and Grandfather?
Hi Grandpa. Hi Grandma. How are you? Alright.
I broke 2 vertebrae in my neck. I severed 3 nerves in my arm. I broke my skull, requiring a facial reconstruction. They inserted 11 plates into my face, and the brain damage that I had severe brain damage, and that caused instability all through my right side of my body.
Traumatic brain injury or TBI results from a blow to the head or some force to the head. So for example, in a car accident when the head gets rattled around. Injury can be mild, so for example a concussion that you might see on the sports field, to more severe injuries which can lead to sort of longer term disabilities and difficulties.
Therapists would never tell me to what extent I'd get to in my recovery. I suffered a brain injury. The human brain is the most complex and least understood organ in the body. They didn't tell me because they simply didn't know. All they'd tell me was to keep trying. So that's exactly what I did, and I never stopped.
He comes in now once a week. He had a bit of a break and went overseas for a while, so he was away for about 8 months from treatment. Prior to that he'd been coming for a couple of years. The nerve transfer, they're nerve transfers from the shoulder and from the back of the arms. If you swing around you can see the scars across the back of the triceps. So the tricep activity now functions the deltoid. So when he straightens his arm, the message goes into deltoid to actually lift his shoulder.
A lot of my friends have been travelling, and I just wanted to be like them. I wanted to do the things they did, and how they did it. I mean, the whole trip was the best rehab I could have ever asked for. Mentally, physically, it was so good for every aspect of my life. I basically felt like I'm the same level as everyone else. I'm a proud person and I don't like being beaten. But now, life isn't about competing against others, because I know I'm going to get beaten in many things I do, but it's about competing against myself and improving on my last effort. I really enjoy telling my story and shedding some light on the possibilities of trauma.
The other good thing about Scott talking about how he's doing now and what he's wanting to do is that it gives the example to people that you can lead a good, fulfilling life after a brain injury. It doesn't mean that everything has to stop.
The absolute main thing with Scott is even when he goes in his ups and downs and has the lulls and he has no motivation, he still comes to therapy, whereas other patients just won't turn up.
So we wish you all the best with your speaking career. I'm sure you're going to get lots of people who are connected with your message.
Yeah, well, hopefully.